I'm talking to my 20-year-olds here. It's this feeling of not knowing really where the next steps are in life, but knowing where you want to be at and how to take those steps. I feel like I need to stop saying life so much. Dang. Anyway guys, this video is gonna be about mature and grow further into my adulthood, and that's just a lot. We're so young at this age. We're going into our 20s, you know, we're supposed to be at a point where we're making live discoveries. But I've been doing a lot of scrolling. So you get on TikTok, you get on Instagram, you start watching people's stories, you turn on a TV show. So we're just kind of turned into these consumers. So we're consuming a ton of media all the time. And I feel like I'm doing that more than creating. And as a creative, it's important that you are constantly creating and you're coming up with ideas that express your authentic self. And I feel like a lot of trends nowadays and content creators, the ones that stick out are the ones that are being themselves authentically and not necessarily following trends. Everyone can follow trends. You can make a video that follows like a dance trend or some kind of soundbite, but I feel like the more authentic creators that are making it in big time are authentically being themselves and showing themselves doing something they love, not necessarily following a trend, and that is what's making them different. Thinking about what am I really doing right now? Like, I know I'm living at home, still, you know, working my part-time job. I'm not making as much money as I want, and I'm not independent, but I don't necessarily feel like I'm achieving the dream I want or striving towards a dream. It kind of feels like, I don't know if any of you guys have felt like this, but it kind of feels like I'm just living day by day, kind of doing the same things in a routine, which is okay. But is that me not challenging myself, or is it me not doing enough, or am I doing enough? Am I waiting for God to guide my steps? The thing I cling to most is that, like, God will guide your steps, and anything you ask for in prayer you will receive if you wholeheartedly believe it. So if you believe that you can achieve A, B, and C in your dreams, you can do it. And you have to sacrifice certain things that may be comfortable in your life to actually achieve the things that you've dreamed of since you were a kid, or you've had a vision. It's kind of an overwhelming feeling a little bit, feeling like there's so much options. I'm talking to my 20-year-olds here. It's this feeling of not knowing really where the next steps are in life, but knowing where you want to be at and how to take those steps. A lot of people also on social media display the things they want people to see, but you know, they could be living two different lives. The vacations and the fun and the friends, but behind the scenes, I feel like also because we're doing so much consuming of media as young people, and we're on our phones for like I don't know about your screen time, but my screen time be like 5-6 hours. The amount of scrolling we're doing, how can you not subconsciously or consciously compare yourself to people who are posting just this fraction of happy moments on their timeline? And then because you're consuming so much media, even if it's through television, I don't know why the police keeps going back and forth. Even when you're watching television shows and watching YouTube videos, you're actually watching content that people are being successful in. You're watching people who have made it, or people who are putting an effort to become creatives instead of consumers. So then those 5 hours that you're watching this stuff, even though it may be entertaining, if you have a dream, especially if you're in the creative industry and you want to achieve to that level of success and have a following and be able to be your own boss and stuff like that, it can be a little bit it can just put you in a mindset of comparison, whether you acknowledge it or not. I definitely experienced that, and just like seeing people be successful and then wanting it so bad for myself, as well as after I got out of college. College is such a tight-knit group of people, or college allows young people to come together and be able to do activities and be around young people who are going through the same thing, who are trying to graduate. But once you get out of that bubble, you're kind of not surrounded by the things you used to do. I used to love to dance. I still love to dance, as you guys know. I love to dance. I was among my friends who were my age, and I was in lots of clubs and activities, so I felt like I was using more of my gifts. But now, since that bubble has been taken away from me, I feel like it's harder to exercise my talent only in so many different areas when there's only like, maybe you're just doing work. And I feel like a lot of people our age, they're doing work that they necessarily, okay, like it's not hard, but it's, but they're not enjoying it, like they don't love it, but it's making good money. Imagine if we swapped out our screen time for actually pursuing the things that we wanted to do. So let's say like you love to paint, right? Or you love to dance, or you love to write. So let's say like after work, you do all your things, blah, blah, blah. It's an 8-hour shift, you clean up, you eat dinner, blah, blah, blah. You have about maybe like in the evening 4 or 5 hours before you start getting tired. So then like you automatically want to go to that scroll, right? That screen time. But what if instead you just dedicated maybe 2 hours or like 3 hours of that day of your screen time to do something that will push you towards your goals of, developing skills for your goal. Maybe you start applying for jobs instead of scrolling. And I kind of want to give that a try, because I feel like, it's so easy to fall into that trap of, oh, I'm tired and I just want to go on my phone and I just want to scroll mindlessly. And it's kind of addicting, because you could be on the phone for 15 minutes and then it turns into like 2 hours of scrolling. And you're like, dang, what did I use that 2 hours for? But anyway, guys, that's my little rant. But yeah, if you guys relate to any of these, or just maybe are like on a journey with like your thought pattern, and especially with everything that's going on in this world, everything that seems so heavy nowadays, it can just be so overwhelming just trying to like figure out everything in life. If you guys enjoyed this video, or you want to see more videos like this, just let me know in the comment section. Yeah, hopefully there's more to come. I'm also developing ideas, so that's it for now. Hope you liked my rant. Yeah.